Now, the red book which has been given to you, okay, those of you who have it, please open the same, and those of you who don't have it, please share the same. Okay. Now the red book, if you open the red book, you will find in the red book इंट्रोडक्शन टू द कोर्स वाला पेज जो है 3-4 पेजेस के बाद उसमें you have the topics and the weightages in the exam that each topic has. Okay, the topics and the weightages in the exam that each topic has. Okay, please share the book. if कोई bench में book नहीं है तो please pass on कर दीजिए वहाँ पे. Those people don't have it. Okay, so these percentages and all these topics are there. Ethics, then QM, economics, financial reporting, corporate finance, portfolio management, securities market, equity, fixed income, derivative, alternate. Okay, 100%. So सारे percentages दिए हुए exam में जो है. As you may be aware, it's a MCQ exam, multiple choice exam. 3-hour morning session, 3-hour afternoon session. Okay, AM and PM they call it. इसमें we'll have 120 questions in the AM part, 120 questions in the PM part. 120 questions morning में afternoon में आएंगे. Each question has 3 options. Okay, 3 alternatives रहते हैं जिनमें से one has to be ticked. They spend a lot of time in designing the questions to ensure that only a person who has studied thoroughly is able to pass. जो selective study किया है या rough study किया है जिसको moralist topic आता है, refined way में नहीं आता है, they try to ensure that the options are in such a manner that that type of person will tick the wrong answer. Okay, who knows more or less the topic. Yes, I have a feel about it, but concretely I don't know about it. So that type of person generally is not able to get answers correct on a consistent basis. ठीक है? So the questions are very very fine tuned in that regard. कि only perfection is rewarded. कहीं पे भी imperfection that is not rewarded. Standalone basis पे the topics are not tough. Okay, बहुत जन का background होता है. They have a pickup of the topic, but I'm telling you once again, what is required is perfection, not more or less idea about the topics. Now, this book, this red book, इसमें as you turn once again the page, you will find LOS दिख रहे हैं? Study session 1, ethics and professional standards. Okay, जो page number 1 marked है. Page number 1 वही तो है ना? Ethics and professional standards. उसमें ऊपर लिखा हुआ है study session 1. तो ऐसे करके there are 18 study sessions in our syllabus. 18 study sessions. You can think of them as chapters. Okay. 18 chapters curriculum में है और इन 18 chapters के अंदर learning outcome statement दिया हुआ है. LOS. क्या दिया हुआ है? LOS means learning outcome statement as in what are you supposed to know from each area? What are you supposed to know from each area? It's not wavered कि आपको demand जानना है तो you have to know everything about demand का theory, the exceptions to law of demand वगैरह. They are very very precise about what you need to know, what you don't need to know. So they define everything. कोई चीज़ से calculation है तो LOS क्या है? Calculate this. कोई चीज़ से explanation है तो explain this, illustrate this. That's called learning outcome statement. That tells you the syllabus कि अपना क्या syllabus है. ठीक है तो वैसे पूरे topic areas organized है. Okay. तो ये जो book है इसमें शुरू के पार्ट में ऐसे करके पूरे सब्जेक्ट को कवर किया हुआ है LOS वाइज, समरी वाइज, which means towards the exam के टाइम पे if you are revising through this book at least syllabus wise you can cover up fast. ठीक है, ये सारा चीज कवर्ड है. उसके बाद इसका सेकंड सेक्शन ऑफ द बुक जो है ना, सेकंड पार्ट पीछे उसमें क्वेश्चंस दिए हैं फॉर प्रैक्टिस. ओके, पीछे क्वेश्चंस फॉर प्रैक्टिस. ठीक है, बिकॉज द CFA एग्जाम्स आर ऑल अबाउट एप्लीकेशंस एंड प्रैक्टिसिंग मोर एंड मोर क्वेश्चंस. तो पीछे सारे के सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं. ये क्वेश्चंस के डेलिबरेटली आंसर्स आर नॉट गिवन सो दैट वी कैन डिस्कस आउट द सेम इन क्लास. ओके, क्लास में डिस्कस कर सकते हैं कि व्हाट आर द आंसर्स. आंसर्स होने से क्या होता है, वो इंसेंटिव डिस्कशन का किल हो जाता है. ठीक है, तो सब क्वेश्चंस आर गिवन दैट वी नीड टू प्रैक्टिस. तो ये बुक का ये ऑब्जेक्टिव हो गया. उसके अलावा द टू अदर बुक्स दैट आर गिवन टू यू, उसमें देयर आर बेसिकली पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशंस. ओके, लॉट ऑफ स्पेस हैज बीन लेफ्ट इफ यू टर्न द पेजेस, जिससे कि अपने पढ़ते समय नोट्स लिखते जाएं. ओके, सो some of you have not yet got the book here. So the book, that white book that you have got, उसमें basically PowerPoint presentations है, and I have kept a space उसमें आगे पीछे जिससे कि we can write along with, okay, reading. So it would be a mix of everything going on, as in sometimes I would want you to write my dictated lectures in copy. Sometimes I would follow the slides and I would want you to write on the slides itself. Okay? And sometimes we will come back to the LOS, be more disciplined and look at what the LOS was wanting and ultimately have we covered the same or not. Then we come to the questions, practice the same. In between there will be a lot of other handouts that I will be giving to you because I would feel the need इस topic और practice होना चाहिए. So let me give more questions to you so that we can practice them. Either at your personal level घर पे आप practice करोगे या आप practice करोगे. ठीक है ना? Now these are in no way a substitute of the core readings that come from the institute. Okay? जो core readings है, they are the best readings. सब चीज के बारे में perfectly लिखा हुआ है और syllabus बहुत fine tuned में cover किया हुआ है. If somebody is preparing through these books and the core readings, तो वो एकदम best है. वैसे traditionally level 1 के लिए, okay, the fact that we talk about level 1, जो Squeezer के notes होते हैं, US tutorial Squeezer के notes, they are also very helpful and people all over India they practice through those notes because those notes are easily available in a photocopied manner. Okay, so even if you ask your seniors, level 1 में they will tell you यार Squeezer ठीक है, okay वो चल रहा है. तो that Squeezer का notes जो है that you can arrange in that case, आपको core readings जो open up नहीं करना पड़ेगा. Squeezer notes have adequate questions, so you can practice the questions at your level. CDs are there, so you can practice the Past Master CD, okay, topic wise, question wise. जैसे ये LOS है, इस LOS में you need 20 questions. So in that case, the Squeezer का CD में 20 questions है. So someday or the other, down the road, Squeezer का notes they become compulsory. Okay, you have to have them. तो Squeezer के जो notes है, they are either available from some Xerox centers in Bombay or even Calcutta में एक Xerox center चालू कर दिया Squeezer का note supply करना, ठीक है? So he was just requesting us to when you will leave, then my guard would be handing out his card, other information, so you can contact and get the Squeezer notes from that Xerox center. Okay, but they are not mandatory. अगर कोई student नहीं उनको ले रहे, तब भी वो core readings plus what we will do in class उससे sufficient. He can prepare that much. Okay, so these are the preparatory tools. Now, I don't want to start the discussion with class timings and all that stuff. Let's start some topic, okay? Towards the end, we will try to discuss some administrative matters as to the class timings, okay? So, what happens is that when we start the CFA classes, people go on joining in between, okay? Every week, 10, 15, 20 people are joining. It becomes very difficult to incorporate them in the existing setup. Therefore, deliberately, we start with some soft topic so that when new people are joining, they can accordingly absorb the matter. So, one such soft topic that we can begin with is economics. Okay, so we are starting our discussions with economics. Okay, we are starting with economics. White book में part 1 में शायद economics होगा. Let me see. Page number. पेज नंबर 111 से स्टार्ट है, ठीक है ना? पेज नंबर 111 से. बट ऐसे मैं जब रेफर करने बोलूँगा तो अपने को वो स्लाइड्स रेफर करने, अदरवाइज यू लिसन टू मी. देयर आर सर्टेन पोर्शंस वेयर आई विल हैव टू गिव यू डिक्टेशंस. देयर आर 3 स्टडी सेशंस दैट वी हैव इन इकोनॉमिक्स. ओके, 3 स्टडी सेशंस है इन इकोनॉमिक्स. इट कवर्स अराउंड 10% ऑफ द एग्जाम. ओके, the objective of the CFA Institute putting economics at level 1 and level 2 is that they know that a person doing equity research or doing bond research cannot actually do the research unless and until he knows a lot of macroeconomics and international economics and a bit of microeconomics. Micro का demand supply का basic idea और macro का thorough idea and international economics का idea पूरा होना ही चाहिए, वरना you cannot analyze global equities and what's happening in the economy. So therefore level 1 में शुरू का part जो micro है और फिर major portion जो है macro है. ठीक है? We are starting with microeconomics. Most of you at your +2 level have an exposure to microeconomics, but वो थोड़ा सा depreciate हो जाता है because we don't have a specialization in that unless and until some eco-honest student are sitting over here. तो जो इकोनॉमिक्स वाला सेक्शन है वो सेक्शन जो है मैं ये नहीं बोलूँगा कि बहुत ज़्यादा टेरिबली इंपॉर्टेंट एग्जाम के लिए, बट येस एवरी मार्क्स काउंट, ठीक है। तो व्हेन योर एग्जाम का रिजल्ट्स कम तो हर टॉपिक में आपका दिया रहेगा whether you performed below average or above average. So if one or two topics में you score below average then you are gone. तो with that intent करना तो पड़ेगा इकोनॉमिक्स. It is just a case of utilizing the opportunity that you cover up economics along with me at home. ठीक है, तो घर पे आप लोग साथ साथ चलो मेरे तो बेटर है, ठीक है। तो लेट्स स्टार्ट इकोनॉमिक्स. कॉपी जो है अपना निकालो, कॉपी प्लीज, कॉपी में चाहिएगा. कॉपी में हेडिंग है स्टडी सेशन 4. स्टडी सेशन 4. स्टडी सेशन 4, ठीक है। उसके अंदर टॉपिक नंबर 1, टॉपिक नंबर 1 डिमांड. टॉपिक नंबर 1 डिमांड. ओके, if you get to know that a firm sells a product and the firm is increasing the price of the product, वो उस प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस इंक्रीज कर रहा है, ठीक है. And you further get to know that the price elasticity of demand for the product is high. The price elasticity of demand for the product is high, ठीक है. It's better to talk in more logical terms rather than at class 11-12 levels. Price elasticity of demand is high, which means that are consumers going to react aggressively to a change in price, or are they going to react very moderately to a change in price? What language do you get? Aggressively, ठीक है. Elasticity of demand का फॉर्मूला इसके लिए नहीं चाहिए. जब मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि price elasticity of demand is high, तो any person from any background can understand he's trying to say that demand is very responsive to price. ना, demand is very responsive to price. So suppose the elasticity of demand for the product is 3%. How much? 3. इसका मतलब if price goes up by 1%, demand will fall by 3%. And this company is raising the price of the product. It's raising the price of the product. So in that case, revenue of the company, the total revenue, price into quantity, will rise or fall? Fall. Revenue is price into quantity. Price is going to go up, but quantity is going to go down. And which has a higher pressure in my example? Quantity. Because वो 3% से गिरेगा, तो on the whole revenue will what? Fall. ठीक है. जबकि अगर कंपनी का elasticity of demand is only 0.3, what is it? 0.3. इसका मतलब price goes up by 1%, demand will fall by what? 0.3%. So in that case, revenue will rise or fall? Rise. ठीक है. तो basic understanding of price elasticity of demand is required. If I am analyzing the cement sector or if I am analyzing some consumer goods, I need to know the price elasticity of demand, जिससे मेरे को समझ में आ सके कि ओके कंपनी अगर प्राइस इंक्रीज कर रहा है, डिक्रीज कर रहा है, उससे उसका रेवेन्यू में क्या इफेक्ट होगा. When we study the cost chapter, उसके कॉस्ट में क्या इफेक्ट होगा. Ultimately कंपनी का प्रॉफिट is going to go up or go down. What's going to happen to the earnings per share, and accordingly what's going to happen to the share price about which we are interested. The share price is a function of EPS, which is actually profits. Profit is revenue minus cost. Revenue is price into quantity. How can you not have basic idea about demand if you are going to analyze the share price of the company in the market? ठीक है ना. तो the objective of the discussion is market oriented. कि ultimately तो product ज़्यादा बिकेगा, कमती बिकेगा, उससे शेयर का दाम चेंज होगा ना. तो अपने को थोड़ा आइडिया डिमांड के बारे में तो होना ही चाहिए. ठीक है ना. तो unless and until you appreciate things like this, you will feel very odd to study price elasticity of demand at this level. कि why should I? ठीक है ना. Secondly, suppose we get to know that this company which is selling a product X, okay, its competitor is Y. Its competitor is what? Y. And Y company is raising the price of the product. Y company is raising the price of the product. So in that case, the demand for X ka product will rise or fall? Rise. Common sense. Y is raising the price, so Y ka demand will fall, X ka demand will rise. इसका मतलब we are talking about substitutes or complementary goods. Substitutes. If Y का price goes up, X का demand goes up. If Y का price goes up, X का demand goes up. The elasticity of demand, this time cross price elasticity. Which elasticity? Cross price elasticity of demand is positive. If I tell you the cross elasticity is 2, what is it? 2. इसका मतलब if the price of the competitor goes up by 1%, in that case the demand for X goes up by what? 2%. ठीक है. demand for X goes up by 2%. If you know, change your track, if you get to know that there is a product whose demand falls when the economy rises, and when the economy ka income rises, the demand for the product falls, okay? And then you know that the economy is heading towards a recession, economy में recession होने वाला है, forecasted. So in that case, do you advise the company to stop production of the product? Once again, एक company है, उसका जो product है, उसका demand falls when income rises, and the economy is going to enter into a recession. So in that case, should the company stop the production of the product? No, अभी तो उसका time आया है. Recession में तो company का वो product बिकेगा ना, वो तो inferior good है. Because when the income rises, demand falls. So when does the demand rise? When the income falls. So recession के time में तो वही cheap goods ही तो बिकेंगे ना. So income elasticity of demand. So they are just wanting a casual discussion on price elasticity, income elasticity, and what? Cross price elasticity. If you do not take it at the 11-12 cents, better. Okay, that you understand in the normal logical sense. So, what is the elasticity? Elasticity वैसे एक general term है जो पूरे finance में काम आते रहेगा. Whenever we talk about elasticity, we are trying to say that we are trying to say that y is a function of x1, x2 to what? xn. Y is a function of x1, x2 to xn. So when I am trying to find out the elasticity of y with respect to x1, so we are trying to say that x2, x3, xn are what? Constant. Ceteris paribus, if you have heard the term. Ceteris paribus, other factors remaining constant. What will be the sensitivity of y for a 1% change in what? x1. That's the meaning of elasticity. Na? The percentage change in y for a 1% change in x1, other factors remaining constant. Okay, other factors remaining constant.